channel. So I'm really excited to share today's video with you, and that is how I lost 20 kilos, which I believe is over 40 pounds in a couple of months, which is a really cool journey to go on. And honestly, when I started off that journey, I didn't know if it was going to be possible. There was a part of me that had this fear that I wouldn't be able to change my body, even though I had dieted before, even though I had lost weight before. There was a part of me that thought, I'm not going to be able to do it this time. And that was because I was the heaviest that I ever had been in my life when I did decide to start this journey. And so I just want to say, like, if you were at the beginning of your journey, the biggest thing I can say is trust yourself. And I really hope this video can provide you with the education and the things that you need to know to lose the weight that you want to lose. I will also say, when I did decide to lose the weight, it wasn't because I didn't love myself or, you know, I had this like self-hatred. It literally was because I didn't feel like myself anymore. Like, I was still wearing a bikini and I was still, you know, just enjoying my curvier self, but I didn't feel like myself. And that was the moment that I really thought, like, I want to change, because I just didn't feel like my athletic, sporty self anymore. And I really wanted to see if I could set myself a challenge and do it, which is what I did. And I ended up stepping on stage. But yeah, basically this video is going to be all about how I lost 20 kilos and how you can too. So if you do enjoy today's video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe, and let's get started with today's video. So like I was saying, guys, I had this fear that I wasn't going to be able to lose the weight, even though if you've watched my journey for a while, you know I made a video maybe 5 years ago where I lost 12 kilos, and it was the first time in my life I had intentionally lost weight, and I was so excited by it. I shared a video on YouTube and it went viral. That video has like 1.5 million views and like 1,000 comments, both good and bad. But the thing is, I just wanted to share what had worked for me, because I genuinely wanted it to work for other people as well. So I wanted to do the same this time, 5 years later, because I feel like I've learned so much more now that I work in the fitness industry. I'm a trainer. Like, it's so funny, I can't even watch that video now, but I do want to actually go back and look at the questions that I answered and answer them this time around and tell you guys how I lost the 20 kilos, because it was such an incredible journey and I showed myself that I could do it, and I want to show you guys that you can do it as well. So like I said, my starting weight was 64 kilos, okay, and I'm going to put up a photo of the start and the end. I am 5'2"-ish for reference, a little bit under, and yeah, I was 64 kilos and I had never been that weight before. The really cool thing about our body is that you can change how it looks without changing the weight, and I really want to emphasize that now, that it's not always just about the weight loss. For me it was, because I had a lot of body fat to lose, but I'm going to show you a photo of me now versus me 3 years ago when I am the exact same weight. Crazy, right? Like, I'm the same weight in both of those images, yet my body looks so different. So if you are on a fitness journey, know that you can be making a lot of progress without your body changing weight. However, if you do have more body fat to lose, you are going to expect to see some drop on the scale, but over a longer period of time, like a couple of years, you can completely recomposition your body and the weight stay the same. But because I was trying to lose weight in a shorter period of time, which is about 3 to 4 months, this is how I did it, okay? I'm gonna answer the questions that I answered on the video that went viral 5 years ago. And the first question was, how much cardio do you normally do to lose weight? So I personally did between 45 minutes to an hour of cardio, 5 to 6 days a week when I was trying to lose weight. You always want to start off with as little as possible, because as you hit a plateau, you can increase the cardio to help you kickstart that weight loss again. So for example, if you start off 4 days a week, 30 minutes of cardio, you could add 10 minutes on if you hit a plateau, or you could add a day on, for example. All cardio is doing is increasing your energy output and obviously putting you in the fat burning zone, which is when you're on the cardio machine. And you want to be aiming between like 110 to maybe 140 beats per minute if you do have a heart rate monitor. So I was personally doing between 45 minutes to an hour of cardio, and I overall was doing around 10,000 steps a day, and I consistently did this for the whole duration of the time, and I actually still do this now, and it's just because it's a part of my lifestyle and it makes me feel really healthy, and I really enjoy doing an hour's cardio a day. But I also do not walk a lot. So if you are someone who doesn't have time to walk a lot, maybe you're at an office job, I highly recommend doing a lot of your steps in a short period of time in a cardio setting, because this way, you know, if you do an hour-long cardio session, you're gonna have like 6,000, 7,000 steps done, which is probably all the steps you're gonna do that day other than walking around. But if you are someone that is super, super active and you're living in a city and you're walking everywhere, you might actually not need to do very much cardio at all. So I do say cardio is dependent on your lifestyle. So if you want to lose weight, start increasing what you're already doing. One of the questions is, I would love to know the changes you made and what you found the hardest of the challenges. So I'm going to say, prior to deciding to lose weight, I was just basically eating whatever I wanted. I was still eating fairly healthy, but I was eating out for all my meals. And I actually did to continue eat out for all of my meals and get all my food externally for the whole duration. And I really want you guys to know that you don't have to prep every single meal at home to get results, because I didn't. The first 5 kilos I lost sort of intentionally, not intentionally. I decided to add in the cardio and just get fitter, and then I stopped getting sauces on all of my food when I was eating out, because like I said, I was eating out for pretty much all of my meals, and I just stopped getting sauces. And the sauces that can go on your meals, like if a chicken is marinated or if they put a dressing on a salad, can be 200 calories, give or take. And if that's on 2 or 3 meals across the day, I was basically probably eating like 500 calories extra in sauces. So when I started reducing all the condiments and all of the oils as well, I actually just lost 5 kilos really naturally with the cardio, and that was the thing that really catapulted the weight loss for me and really said, hey, I can do this. So I would say start getting mindful with the oils that you're using and then the sauces, and trying to reduce them by choosing a calorie-free sauce or something like lemon or lime, and then asking for things to be cooked with no oil, because this is actually going to save you, like I said, 300 plus calories a day, and it only takes 300 to 500 calories for you to be in a deficit, okay? Unless you're eating like thousands over your daily calories. If you're eating like around your maintenance or a little bit under, and then you add cardio in, you're gonna be in a deficit, and it's that deficit which is gonna create the fat loss for you. So for example, you could just, you know, reduce your calories by 300 from your maintenance and you're already in a deficit, or you can add a little cardio, pull a little calories, and then you're gonna start losing weight. But like I said, I was eating out for all of my meals, and the first thing that I started doing was being more mindful, just being more mindful of my choices and, you know, choosing the healthier option, right? So asking for things to be steamed instead of, you know, just like sauteed in oil. Hey guys, so this is future Jade. Basically, I was editing the video and half of the clips weren't there, but I thought it was a really nice little, I don't know, nudge from the universe to maybe include some things that I didn't include the last time. So I'm just gonna finish answering your questions and sharing with you how I got lean. Did you count macros? I didn't count macros or flexible diet this time around either. I personally find just sticking to a meal plan much easier, and by a meal plan you're basically just eating the same things every single day, so I don't change up my food daily. I like to teach my clients and stuff how to make smart swaps. So for example, changing sweet potato to rice, or if you wanted to have fish one day and chicken another and have it as like the same macros, you can. However, I just personally find for my digestion and for my mindset and just everything, having the same things all the time, and I like to choose the foods that I know work well with my body. For me, this just makes dieting the easiest thing, just sticking to a meal plan, because it takes out all of the variables, and you know, when you're having the same thing every day that your digestion should be the same, you should be feeling the same, energy the same, and then you just have your meal plan with the foods that you really enjoy. So you can like communicate this with a coach, pick all your favorite foods, and I think by picking your favorite foods, you also stick to your plan so much better because you're eating the foods that you enjoy the most, because you can include things like dark chocolate on a meal plan. And actually that was one of the questions I got, was how do you overcome cravings? And my biggest tip is to like include things in moderation into your meal plan. Like, this by no means is like trying to hack your meal plan full of things with like ice cream and things with like lots of sugars, because when you have things that are high in like refined sugars, you're just gonna crave them even more. So sticking to whole foods is always best, and having a meal plan enriched with this. However, if you do really enjoy something like dark chocolate, or maybe you wanted to have like a squares bar or like something pre-workout, like a little bit more of a treat, you can do so. But I always like predominantly stick to whole foods myself. But this doesn't mean that you can't get lean on flexible dieting. I highly recommend flexible dieting, and it's what I do when I'm not doing a competition prep. However, for like a competition prep and to get like really accurate results, I just find a meal plan works best for me. But if you want a flexible diet, like, you can so do this with apps like MyFitnessPal, LifeSum, and Track Things. But I just really recommend not trying to track in everything, because you can like, you know, overshoot with like something that's not so great and like tracking like say a pizza, and then you've got poverty macros for the rest of the day. But yeah, finding the balance and finding what works for you. I also want to answer this question, how to lose weight sustainably. So if you have a weight loss goal, such as like 10 kilos, then deciding, okay, how many weeks is that gonna take, or how long do I want it to take? And then basically dividing your weight by the amount of weeks. I wouldn't recommend trying to shoot for more than like 2-ish pounds a week. Like, I always think 0.5 to 1 pound of body fat per week is actually a really sustainable way to do so. And yeah, it might take 3 months, it might take 4 months, but it's so much better to lose the weight in a sustainable way and like sort of have a time frame in which you want to do it. That's not to say that some days you're going to step on the scales and you're going to have a huge weight drop and you're like, oh my god, that's amazing. And then other weeks your weight drop might be smaller, so they sort of balance each other out. But I think just giving yourself a really reasonable time frame based off the amount of weight that you want to lose. So if you want to lose a lot of weight, it might take a little bit longer. However, if you are heavier and you have a lot of weight to lose, it might be a little bit faster at the beginning, versus if you're already pretty in good shape and you just maybe want to lose like a few kilos, it might be a little bit slower. I really want to highlight that, like, it's not that being leaner is better or being leaner and smaller is better than being bigger. It's just personally what you feel is your best, right? When you feel like you can thrive the best and you feel happiest within your body and you feel like you're living the lifestyle that you love, eating the foods that you love, and that your energy, your mood, your vibration is at its best. That's what's the most important thing. So it's not that being leaner and being smaller is better. However, I am a very athletic person and I love the gym and I love competing, and that is just more aligned to my lifestyle. And if that's not aligned to your goals, that's absolutely okay. Maybe you want to be bigger, like that's absolutely fine, because whatever you want for you is good for you. But I'm just sharing this for the people who do want to lose weight and show them that you can do it in a happy, healthy, and sustainable way. So one last question I wanted to answer is cardio versus weights, and I would recommend doing a combination of them both. You can, of course, just do cardio if you want to lose weight, but I really like weight training because you're going to increase your metabolism, you're going to build muscle, and then when you get leaner and lose the body fat, you don't necessarily look just like skinnier and smaller. Like, you can create shape in your body. And that's why I just love the gym and I love doing what I do, because it shows me that I can create a body that I admire or I want by, like, you know, if I want to grow my shoulders, I can build my shoulders, I can work on them. If I want to build my glutes, I can just progressively work on my glutes, and it gives me a goal to work towards. But if you don't like weight training, you don't need to do it. Just do like HIIT classes, just do cardio. I have a client that's lost like 9 kilos and like a lot of it has just come from walking, okay? So it's all about your calorie expenditure. You know, you want to be expending more calories than you're consuming, okay? And versus just consuming very little calories, such as like 1,000, 1,200, being able to eat higher calories and increasing your expenditure with cardio is going to pay off, because not only are you going to be able to eat more, which means more nutrients going into your body and being happier because food is life, it also means that your cardio and heart health is going to be healthier as well. Like, I've just come back from the gym now. and I am hot and sweaty. It's also like very hot in Bali, and it's because I just did cardio and I feel so good, because when you work out, you get that post-workout endorphins and you just feel like a high, because when you train and when you look after your body and when you prioritize yourself and your self-care and like eating well and feeling good, like you just are a better human. And I really mean that, because when you feel good in your body, you're going to be happier and healthier, and when you're happier, you spread that love and you spread that to other people, and you inspire people to also feel healthier and be happier and look after themselves, because there's no bigger gift that you can give to yourself than like taking care of yourself. And I highly mean that. Like, get on your health supplements, on the things that your body needs. Guys, I just want to share this because it was on my heart, and I really wanted to finish this video off strong and really give you guys the most advice that I can give you. And I am always open to questions. Please leave them down in the comments. You can also find me on Instagram. My name is Jade Jocelyn, and I'm always happy to answer questions and just give you guys the advice that I've learned over the years as a trainer, as someone who's just, you know, gone on a journey themselves. And I feel really happy about where I'm at and where I'm heading, and I really hope to inspire you guys to do the same. Like, I was just a girl that knew nothing about the gym, knew nothing about nutrition, and it was definitely just a passion that grew. And so to be able to share that with you is amazing, and share my knowledge and just show you that I'm just like a regular human and just trying to be healthy and live a good life, and that you deserve that as well, because we all deserve to feel healthy and happy. So yes, I'm gonna leave this video here. I'm so hot and sweaty without my aircon on. But I hope you guys have had a lovely day. You've enjoyed this video. You've taken something from it. You've learned something. I would love to hear if you have. And I would hope to see you guys again. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.